Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the millennial superstar who got everyone's attention. So what do you notice the most in Sara Ali Khan? She has a smile that lights up the screen, a wit that is sharper perhaps than her cheekbones, and a travel diary that is the envy of every wanderluster. Sara Ali Khan is the ultimate girl next door turned global superstar. And when she is not slaying the box office with her acting chops, Sara can be found exploring the world one Instagram post at a time. From the streets of Florence to the beaches of Maldives, Sara's travel adventures have made her a bona fide travel enthusiast, inspiring millions of young Indians to pack their bags and take the leap. But beneath the glamour and glitz, she's a young woman with substance. And I've just had a few moments with her. So I promise that this is going to be a session where she is going to charm and entertain all of you. Sara Ali Khan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time here. And who is the real Sara Ali Khan? The Sara that we see on Instagram posts, to Sara, the actor that we see on screens, to Sara that I'm meeting right now?
That's a very interesting question. I think that they're all me, you know. But I think that if I was to truly be able to encapsulate what I am or who I am, the journey's done. Because what I am is discovering. And I think that, you know, what my education taught me is that you never stop learning, you never stop growing. And I think that it doesn't only mean discovering and, you know, learning about the external world. I think it also means discovering, reinventing who you really are. I truly believe, as a girl in her 20s, as an Indian girl, I am on the path of discovering who I am, celebrating where I've come, aspiring to go ahead. But I don't think I can encapsulate what I am. And while I love, you know, Instagram, and I love the fact that I can reach out to well-wishers and, you know, have some degree of influence over people that may or may not like me or follow me on Instagram. But I think that what the slight demerit almost of social media can be that we think we know somebody in entirety with very asymmetric information. I was recently reading about this concept called parasocialism. What happens is it's almost a one-sided relationship that we have with people that are famous or celebrities or, you know, people that we don't really know in our personal life, but we only know through maybe social media or through the TV or whatever. And we land up thinking that we know them. And I don't know how I feel about that anymore, you know. I like being able to be myself on Instagram. I like being able to, you know, show people who I am. But people making conclusions about that is all I am can be disheartening sometimes.
So there is a frugal Sara, but also a Sara who loves Chanel.
I mean, I've always aspired for a Chanel bag. It's been something that, like, you know, I want to buy my own Chanel bag one day. I don't think that means that I'm not rooted. It just means that I have an aspiration. I think that in, you know, this world today, we look at things very binary. It's very this or that, but it doesn't have to be that way, you know. And I think that especially with social media, you know, another concept that I was reading about is the halo effect. What is the halo effect? That आप एक मतलब इंसान के बारे में एक चीज़ या दो चीज़ें जान लेते हो और उस पे ही आपका पूरा conclusion आधारित हो जाता है कि यार अगर ये ऐसा है तो ये ऐसा भी होगा. I think that there's so many conclusions that are made without enough information in today's day and age that it erodes the possibility of blunders and grayness and nuances and humanity, which allows for just errors and discoveries, you know. Especially as an actor, sometimes I feel like we're expected to just be that poster girl, you know, that perfect girl who can't make a mistake, or that perfect boy who can't make a mistake. I think that sometimes, you know, celebrity culture in today's day and age, if I can say, has almost dehumanized us, you know, made us reach a stage that, you know, setting us up almost for disappointment. Like, nobody is perfect, you know. But sometimes we look at our celebrities like, oh my God, they are here and they can't be anywhere else. And it takes away the humanity from them. Like, yes, I am, you know, I have a lot of followers on Instagram, and yes, I am an actor, and yes, you know, I am famous. But I'm also a young girl. I'm also emotional. I have dreams. I have my own anxieties. I have my own fears. I have my own responsibilities. I have my own life. I'm a human being. People forget that sometimes.
So it's burden of expectations.
Expectations that I don't even know who set out for. You know, who said that we have to be perfect? You know?
And how many filters does Sara Ali Khan use in her Instagram posts?
Not enough, I think, maybe. I don't believe in being filtered as a person. But I think I'm beginning to realize that there's a difference between being filtered and being unaware. You know, there's a huge middle ground. I think that especially because in today's day and age, like I've mentioned before, you'll end up making conclusions not based on not enough evidence. It's important to watch what you say a little bit. I'm trying to learn that. I hope I manage. I haven't thus far. I tend to say anything. I tend to speak only from the heart. I don't know if that'll change, but no, I think I don't really have many filters.
But, you know, Sara, we have seen you're referred to as this girl next door, someone who's down to earth, someone who's relatable. You have managed that persona. That's, I mean, after seeing you right here, where many would say, and in this audience, that what we see is what we are seeing right now. We are believing in what you post every day. So that persona is not really a halo. It's something that we would believe in it now.
See, the halo doesn't mean that what you see is not true. It means that what you see is not all there is. And there is a difference. I have used my Instagram, I feel, in a way to be very honest with people that follow me. I showcase who I truly am, whether that's jokes, whether that's traveling, whether that's humor. But what I'm trying to say is that's not all that we are, or that's not all that I am. And I think that Instagram is a partial reality. It's not all that there is to us, which sometimes can be concluded incorrectly, is my fear.
So let's move on now to the choices that you have made. From Kedarnath to Simba, and you're already seen as an actor who has dabbled into multiple roles. So who is it that Sara Ali Khan aspires to be?
You know, I think that I might have said this before, but I feel it more and more strongly every day. But in today's day and age, I think that the importance of organicness, the importance of authenticity is more than it's ever been before. I think that who Sara aspires to be is an honest, strong version of herself. Because that other person that I could be inspired by, even if it's my own mother, already exists. Trying to be a copy of somebody else. Of course, you draw inspirations from heroes, but I think Sara aspires to be an honest, organic, better version of herself every day.
Does it have to do with your vociferous support for mental health? You are a votary of it, and you have often spoken about it, that there has to be conversations around mental health. How do you manage your own?
I think that I must say that my job helps me a lot. I think that especially on a low day, especially if one is feeling anxious, if one is feeling unsure, helping people makes a difference. You know, if I'm walking down a lobby and somebody comes up to me and says, you know, you've lost so much weight, you've inspired me, that makes a difference. I think when you can't help your own mental health, spread joy, make somebody else laugh, make somebody else happy, and don't do it with the intention of it making you feel better, but it will make you feel better. it just does make you feel better. There is a dearth of positivity, I feel, in today's day and age. And I think if you just spread it a little bit, वो फिर आपके पास ही वापस आएगा, you know. I think that a lot of these negative emotions, envy, hatred, anger, बाकी लोग तो चिढ़ी जाएंगे, लेकिन वो तो ठीक ही है. आपके जो मतलब अंदर से ही आप अपने आप को मार रहे हो इन emotions के साथ. Why? Don't just avoid it.
And this is a question that I want to ask Sara Ali Khan, the daughter. How did you manage your mental health and the mental health of the entire family when your father was in that dire situation? This is the first time you have made a public appearance, so I think you can share that experience with us.
I mean, I don't know how to answer that, if I'm being honest. But I think that it makes you realize just truly what matters. And I think in today's day and age, it's easy to forget that. Like, you're breathing, you're alive, you have a father and a mother that love you. Be grateful. I think that the only thing that the entire family felt was just gratitude, because it could have gone so wrong. It could have gone so wrong. And I'm so grateful that everything is fine, you know. And I think it was a reminder almost to just be thankful for the life that we all have, to be thankful for the fact that our legs work, to be thankful for the fact that we can breathe and eat. And, you know, if we're talking about mental health, we all talk about practicing gratitude, but really, truly understanding what that means, like being grateful for the small things in life is just so important. And I think that moments like that, which we shouldn't have to go through, you know, it's very sad that yehi hota hai. It takes COVID to make you realize the importance of being at home with your family, or it takes somebody being almost, you know, attacked for you to be like, okay, life matters. Life does matter. The small joys do matter. Celebrate every day that you are alive. That is what life is about. Take everything, your highs and lows, in your stride. That, I mean, mental health is an ongoing thing, you know. I can talk about it endlessly. I don't know what else to say.
Did that episode or incident bring the entire family closer? And, you know, it would be nightmarish for a daughter to receive that call.
See, it's not about closer. He's my father. We are as close as we can be. It's about making you realize how transient the things that you chase are. It didn't make me realize I love my father. I mean, I've known that for 29 years. It made me realize life can change overnight. So every second of every day deserves mindful celebration. That is what it made me realize. It made me realize the importance of just being.
And since we are talking about it, at that moment, did it come to your mind that you have to prioritize the mental health of the entire family over your own? You know, because we tend to put the family first over self in those situations.
I think that, I don't know how to answer that. I think that everybody was going through the same thing. And I think that, you know, the beauty of healing with your family is that it's not I help you, you help me. It's we help each other. And that's just something that I wish I saw more often, not just in our family, in our business, in our fraternity, just amongst people. You know, the departure from the zero-sum game and the arrival to cooperation, celebration, community. I wish that that could happen more. I wish that you didn't have to lose for me to win, because I don't think that that's how it is. I think we can all win. And I just wish that people did that more.
So when you say that it's a zero-sum game, then, you know, there are ambitions, but ambitions, so you measure up to your own self. So when Sara Ali Khan says that this is what she wants it for herself without looking at someone else's success.
Right.
Is that how it is?
I mean, it's, in today's day and age, it's impossible not to look at anybody else's success because it's all out there. But I was listening to this podcast.
Yes.
Stephen Fry's podcast on the 7 deadly sins. My favorite was the one on envy, which comes from the Latin word invidia, which means blindness. What I find very interesting about that, and what it made me realize, is oftentimes when we are envious of people, we are envious without all the information necessary. We are envious because we only see that, and then we want just that. We don't see what goes behind it, you know, whether you're chasing money or you're chasing fame or you're chasing a hot boy, I don't know, whatever you want. It comes with its flip sides also, and we never fully see that. I find that so interesting, this fact that envy means blindness. और फिर मुझे realize हुआ कि हाँ यार, सही बात है. I still remember when Alia Bhatt won the national award, you know. And I was like, यार इसको national award भी मिल गया, इसका तो बच्चा भी हो गया, her life is set. I don't know what she's gone through. I don't know what her life is. She's a youth icon. We all look up to her. We all want to be like her. But who knows, yeah? I myself as an actor dehumanized her in that moment. I myself said, yaar, Alia Bhatt, अरे उसकी भी hardships हैं, उसकी भी struggles होंगी, उसका भी ambition होगा, उसकी भी disappointments होंगी. I think that, of course, there's competition, and of course, you look around yourself, but so many of these opinions are made without knowing what actually goes behind it. You don't know the other person's anything, actually, in life. Theory of mind, do you know what that is? I recently learned about it. It's the ability to understand how the other person thinks. This is the second most important cognitive skill you learn after language. It happens to children at the age about 5 or 6. आप समझने लगते हो कि दूसरा बंदा कैसे सोचता है, दूसरे बंदे की दृष्टिकोण को आप देखने लगते हो, उनकी नज़रिए से आप सोचने समझने लगते हो. That's something we don't do. It's just easy to say, यार मेरी भी गाड़ी होनी चाहिए थी. उस गाड़ी का पेट्रोल बिल कौन भरेगा? You know what I mean? Like there are two sides to every coin, and sometimes we don't see that, is what I feel.
Okay, so I'm going to open the floor for more questions, and then I come back to some that I have in my list. Yes, let's move the mic now. Start with the girl here. Please introduce yourself and ask the question.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
I'm Kanika. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
So recently I was going through your Instagram and I reread your famous, amazing wala शायरी captions. So I was wondering कि अगर अभी आप मेरे जैसे अपने बाकी के युवा fans के लिए, if you could dedicate something in your signature शायराना अंदाज that will inspire us. And you're looking gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you very much. You know, I don't mean to ruin the mood, and I don't want to make it not light, but that is exactly what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is like, through social media, what lands up happening is we think that, oh, Sarah's funny, Sarah's jovial, aaj to aake wo shayari sunaegi hi sunaegi. But it doesn't have to be like that, you know. वो शायरी तब करना है जब जेन्युइनली मन से आए. मैं अपने इंस्टाग्राम फैंस के लिए, चाहे वो नमस्ते दर्शकों हो या जोक हो या नॉक नॉक हो, I don't necessarily understand why, and this is where we started our conversation on parasocialism, why we land up just having to adhere to a certain image of ours. And there's a flip side of that also. It's not just that you think that I will do a शायरी. It's that I think that ये लोग तो मुझसे शायरी ही करवाएंगे, तो मैं एक शायरी prepare करके आती हूँ. But it leaves no space for what's needed for the moment. It leaves no space for spontaneity. It becomes very manicured then, you know. अभी मन में शायद ये गंभीर बात करने के बाद, she's asking about my father, I'm talking to you about the struggles and realness of being a human being. What do I say? दिल्ली आओ, मज़े करो, हाँ हाँ, छोले भटूरे, whatever. I mean, it'll be funny, but there'll be the right time and place for that. I don't, नहीं करना.
अभी नहीं, थोड़ी देर के बाद. Let's move on. Where's the mic? Yes, please.
Hi, Sarah. This is Sukham this side. As a youth icon, युवा की जान, आपसे सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा. Like, how to take, especially the youth, how should they take criticism in a positive manner as a challenge to make them better?
I think that there's no other way, you know. It's a fool's errand to change the way other people think or लोग तो कहते रहेंगे, you will constantly be criticized. The intelligent thing is to filter what the positive thing is and what the pulling down is. आज की तारीख में पता है मेरे मॉम डैड मुझे कहते थे कि एक टाइम था जहाँ 4 लोग 5 लोग आपकी फिल्म को रिव्यू करते थे. आज की तारीख में I won't be surprised if 90% of you are reviewing our films with anonymous Instagram handles and Twitters and Reddits and God knows what. See the difference between, my only advice would be, सब हर चीज़ आप सुनिए, लेकिन आपको पता चल जाएगा आपके गट के अंदर कि यार इसमें सच्चाई है, इसमें क्या कोई सकारात्मक चीज़ है जो मैं सीख सकती हूँ, या ये कोई वेला मुझे नीचे खींचने की कोशिश कर रहा है. एंड इफ इट्स द लैटर, जस्ट इग्नोर इट.
Amazing answer. Thank you.
Yes, let's move the mic again. There's so many hands up. We'll take all the questions.
I like this.
Hi, my name is Arushi, and the question she had, similar to that, I have one.
You want a joke?
No, definitely not. The point is, being this generation, I'm a millennial, so I try to please everyone, be my family, be my friends. I try to help out or try to do whatever they want. Most of the time, like this one, she asks you for a shairi, but you try to dodge it, okay? So when I do that, I feel bad, and then it gives me tension and it gives me a mental stress somehow.
So don't be a people pleaser.
I want to tell you, I also felt mental stress. I felt mental stress throughout answering her question. That यार हूँ तो मैं युवा शो पे एक मजाक कर ही लेती, क्या ही जाता, बेचारी ने इतने प्यार से मुझे पूछा, मैं कुछ भी शायराना कर सकती थी. I think somewhere you have to prioritize yourself. Right now, at the juncture that I am in, I am beginning to realize that these jokes and shairis have led some people that don't understand the complexities of human nature to think that that's all I am. So I have to work extra hard. I have to deprive this beautiful lady of a shairi so that people maybe take me seriously. That's something I'm having to do. I think that people pleasing is inherent in all of us. And वो तो होता ही रहेगा. But आपको अपने आप के लिए जीना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. You have to learn to understand and prioritize yourself first. And you'll never make everybody else happy. My only advice is be yourself. You know, I also realized, like I was saying, that आज की तारीख में people see one Instagram caption so they think they know the actor. हमारा भी यही है. मुझे भी लगने लगा था कि अगर मैं शायरी नहीं करूँगी, अगर मैं नॉक नॉक नहीं करूँगी तो लोग मुझे पसंद नहीं करेंगे. क्यों? अगर आप ऑथेंटिक रहोगे, अगर आप ऑनेस्ट रहोगे, शायद 100% नहीं 90% प्यार करेंगे, लेकिन वो सच्चा प्यार होगा. उन 10% को आप छोड़ दो. Not worth it.
तो ये स्टेज कैसे पहुंचे सारा? इसी में क्योंकि एक ये स्टेट ऑफ मेंटल हेल्थ मेंटल वेलबीइंग कैसे पहुंची आप?
I meditate.
क्या कोई
I meditate every day.
हाँ.
I try to write a gratitude journal. I've learned this new interesting thing, you know, in a world where there's social media or there's criticism, बाहर तो आवाज़ें हैं ही, आपके अंदर भी ना एक ये critical voice जगने लगती है. आज की तारीख में if we talk about anxiety, what is it? It is me sitting here saying, oh my God, Sara, but should you have done a shairi? Okay, now let the shairi be. What is she asking you? Okay, be smart. Okay, be present. That voice, sometimes I have to ignore that voice also. It's not only ignoring the troll that's important. It's about even seeing आपका कौन सा thought है जिससे आपको engage करना चाहिए. Watch your thoughts like clouds is something that I've learned how to do. Not every thought that you have is true. Don't believe your own mind all the time. And engage in only what you truly want to engage in. And I think beginning to also look at your actions from an observational point of view rather than a critical point of view is something that helps me.
Okay, so let's ask more questions. There are so many hands. Either mic, move the mic there. Let's take some questions from the boys as well.
Honestly, my question is not that good. I just wanted to talk to you. But my...
Honesty, that's all we need.
Yes.
I want to talk to you too now because you're honest.
Yes. तो मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन आपसे ये है कि जैसे you're so popular wherever you go everyone knows you. So if you were not this popular, you were just a normal girl, so what would be the 3 things that you like to do जो कि आप अभी नहीं कर सकती just because you are so popular and out there? So what are the 3 things that you would like to do as a normal girl?
मैं करती हूँ यार, मैं कर ही लेती हूँ. लोगों को आसपास त्रास हो जाता है, कभी कभार मेरा प्रोड्यूसर पागल हो जाता है जब मैं बस निकल के भाग जाती हूँ. लाइक वेयर इज सारा, शी इज गॉन ऑन अ ट्रैक इन द मिडल ऑफ शूट. बट वी डिड हैव लाइक अ 6 hour break. इट वाजंट लाइक आई वाज अनप्रोफेशनल. बट या मतलब आई टेंड टू नॉट टेक इट टू सीरियसली. जो अपना मन चाहता है वो मैं कर लेती हूँ. एंड आई डोंट इवन नेसेसरली लाइक टुडे इन फैक्ट ऑन द फ्लाइट टू दिल्ली somebody asked me, a gentleman wanted a photo on the flight and the air hostess asked me कि आप तंग नहीं आते क्या फ़ोटो के साथ? और मैंने बोला मैम जस्ट इमेजिन अगर मैं बॉम्बे से दिल्ली से बैंगलोर जा रही हूँ और किसी ने मेरी तरफ मुड़ के देखा ही नहीं, हाउ विल आई फील? I'll feel horrible. So you know what? I'll give him the selfie or I won't. But I'm not going to say, yaar, oh my God, I'm so irritated. Because the minute it stops for me. I don't want that either.
That's great degree of honesty there. Yes, let's have the mic there.
Hey Sara, my name is Devashish.
Hello, Devashish.
My question is कि if you could produce a movie of your own, so उसकी theme क्या होती?
Wow. Produce a movie of my own.
No pressure, don't speak.
No. It's a very good question. I just think that I'm myself just really desperate and hungry to find good, true, honest, rooted content. I think that हमारी जो सभ्यता है, हमारा जो कल्चर है, हमारी जो हिस्ट्री है, इतनी रिच है, इतनी कहानियाँ हैं. I don't know if I can write, but I would love to maybe one day produce honest, organic films that really showcase who we are as a nation. I would love to do that.
Okay. I'm coming this side. Let's have one more question, then 2 from this side. Yes, please. Go ahead, ma'am.
हेलो सारा, मेरा नाम मधु गुप्ता है. मैं नागपुर से हूँ और मैं उर्दू में गज़ल लिखती हूँ. आप कुछ शेर सुना दीजिए. और एक चीज़ मैं पूछना चाहूँगी बेटा आपसे कि आप कैसा रोल करना चाहेंगी जो आप उसे अमर करना चाहेंगी? किस तरह का रोल?
मैम, एक्टर बतौर तो मेरे सपने हैं कि मैं बहुत अलग अलग तरह के रोल निभा पाऊँ. तो मुझे लगता है कि हम, जैसे मैंने अभी कहा कि हमारे जो देश में इतनी अलग अलग कहानियाँ हैं कि आई थिंक दैट यू नो देयर वाज अ पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वेयर आई वुड हैव सेड मैं संजय लीला भंसाली की फिल्म में एक रानी का किरदार करना चाहती हूँ, या मैं जोया अख्तर की फिल्म में कोई मॉडर्न लड़की का किरदार करना चाहती हूँ. एंड बोथ दोज थिंग्स आर ट्रू स्टिल. But I just want to be able to depict honest stories of Indian women. We are complex characters, especially the modern Indian girl. हमारे सपने भी हैं, हमारी ambitions भी हैं, हम rooted भी हैं. उसे दर्शाना चाहूँगी, वो करना चाहूँगी.
मैं अपना एक शेर सुनाऊँ?
Please सुनाइए.
सभी को सुनाती हूँ मैं.
सुनाइए.
खिलते हुए गुलाब किताबों में रख दिए, हमने सभी जवाब किताबों में रख दिए. वो आएंगे तो ये कहेंगे, वो कहेंगे हम, दिल के सभी हिसाब किताबों में रख दिए, दिल के सभी हिसाब किताबों में रख दिए. शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया.
Thank you so much. So I think जो आपको चाहिए था वो उधर से आ गया.
आपको मिल गई शायरी from somebody that did the.
Yes, to that girl, please. Yes.
हेलो सारा मैम, माय नेम इज़ सुनिधि सिंह. जैसे कि आप कोलंबिया यूनिवर्सिटी से पढ़ के आए और आज का हमारा टॉपिक है युवा, तो आपको मतलब आप इंडिया में भी रही हैं और आप कोलंबिया यूनिवर्सिटी से भी पढ़ के आई हैं, तो वहाँ की युवा में और यहाँ की युवा में डिफरेंस क्या है और क्या ऐसी चीज़ें जो हम और अच्छी कर सकते हैं?
वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. मुझे पता नहीं कि मेन डिफरेंस क्या है. मुझे बस ये पता है कि युवा होने के नतीजे जो ज्ञान पिपासा होती है ना, वो कभी शांत नहीं होनी चाहिए. बस यू शुड ऑलवेज बी क्यूरियस. आई थिंक दैट जब मैं कॉलेज में पढ़ रही थी वहाँ पे भारतीय लोग भी थे, बाहर गांव के लोग भी थे, बट आई थिंक व्हाट टाइड अस ऑल टुगेदर वाज दिस endeavor to just learn, to grow and not be afraid to live our dreams, you know. मैं धीरूभाई अंबानी इंटरनेशनल स्कूल में पढ़ी थी. उससे पहले कोलंबिया तक की जाने की ज़रूरी मतलब है ही नहीं, क्योंकि मतलब मेरा जो स्कूल था अंबानी स्कूल, द मोटो वाज डेयर टू ड्रीम, लर्न टू एक्सेल, एंड दैट इज़ समथिंग दैट आई फॉलो टिल डेट. आई थिंक दैट सपने देखना बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि अगर आप इफ़ यू डोंट एम फॉर द मून ना, यू वोंट लैंड एनीवेयर. एम फॉर द मून, यू ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या लैंड इन द स्टार्स. दैट्स इम्पोर्टेंट.
But you land somewhere nevertheless. Okay. One last question there. Okay, so we have two more. Sarah, you're ready to accommodate all? Sure. Go ahead.
Hi, Sarah. My name is
Hello.
Dhairya. I wanted to ask you what type of content inspires you and what type of content entertains you. So, if you were talking about that you would want to produce your own content, maybe make movies someday. So, I see that there's a lack of horror thriller happening in India right now. Even horror comedies are coming up. So, what kind of content inspires you, number one? Because it's a UA event, I want to understand what inspires you. And secondly, what type of content entertains you and you think that is lacked in Bollywood right now?
So I recently watched this show that I think a lot of people are talking about called Adolescence on Netflix. And it was just heart-wrenching. It was just outstanding. The technical, sometimes, I don't know, there used to be, mom ke zamane mein, there used to be this almost bifurcation of commercial versus arty cinema. They used to say, do alag-alag dunyaएं होती थी. आज की तारीख में, I don't think that's true anymore. I think high concept with amazing technical expertise. That child actor must be what, 13, 14. And it's not the camera work. In the end of the second episode, it becomes a drone. I had to watch it again and again to be like, where is the cut? And there is none. I think that work like that inspires me. To just be able to be so seamless. I mean, that was just amazing. Entertainment, I think that it's quite eclectic in the kind of work that I like to watch. So I don't think there's any particular thing. But I think that the need of the hour is truly being organic, being honest. I think rip-offs are done. I think that just वो घिसी-पीटी चीज़ें लोगों को नहीं देखनी anymore. The attention span of the average person is really gone down. Honest, organic, hard-hitting stuff, rooted. I wish there was more rooted content being made. I'm all for Paschim inspiration. But I mean, our country is so rich in terms of whether it's as a traveler or whether it's an actor or whether it's a historian. Every aspect of Sara is just enamored by the beauty and richness of our country. I wish that was depicted more on celluloid.
And that is the reason perhaps you travel so much.
Especially in the country.
Yes.
Me and my mom have a running joke because she always wants to go to UK and I'm like, I'll take you to my UK, which is Uttarakhand. And she's like, no, can I go to London sometimes? And I'm like, okay, but after we go to Kedarnath. So, I love our country.
Okay, so yes, one question here. Can the mic be moved to the ma'am here?
Hello, Sarah.
Hello, ma'am.
It was a pleasure listening to you. And before I ask you my question, I would like to tell you that I really appreciate your humble conditioning. Being somebody born with an affluent background, you had all the privilege to be spoiled, pampered, and be whatnot. But you're giving us good lessons here, talking to us unfiltered, and it feels great to hear you.
Thank you.
So my question is, I'm an educator and a published author. So being an educator, we always feel that dramatization or acting is something that gives vent to your emotions, suppressed emotions. So whenever we watch movies, we feel very good because, you went out your emotions.
Like
you
I cried after Adolescence for 20 minutes.
So yeah, so my question is that, do you also experience catharsis while acting?
That's a very interesting question. And yes, I think so. I think that there are moments that, that's what I love about the job, It's not only depicting other people's lives. It's looking in yourself and finding what, and sometimes it works, Sometimes performances will be liked, sometimes they won't be liked. But the attempt should never die. The attempt to truly live another character's life with all those complexities. And I think that does happen. I think Atrangi Ray, for instance, playing that character, it was cathartic for me in a lot of ways. So yes, I definitely think that if you do what the job truly requires you to, which is truly put yourself in the skin of that character, then you will feel those emotions. That does happen. It does to me.
We have really come to the end of this session, Sarah. And before I let you go, आपकी ज़िंदगी में कोई एक ऐसा मोमेंट आया होगा जो जिसके बारे में आपने शायद सोचा होगा कि हम करके दिखाते हैं, वैसा मोमेंट क्या था?
देखो, अगर मैं सच बोलूँ तो वो मोमेंट रोज़ आता है, क्योंकि आज की, आई कीप सेइंग आज की तारीख में, बिकॉज आई रियली थिंक दैट यू नो post COVID the world is really changed. I think that there's a lot of pressure that we put on ourselves, there is a lot of pressure that people put on us, and I think that करके दिखाना, आप रोज़, हर रोज़, take each day as it comes, be a better version of yourself every single day, be honest, try to spread joy, और वो करके दिखाओ. आज मैंने करके दिखाया, मैं आज खुश रही, आज मैंने किसी को खुश किया, आज का दिन हो गया, अब कल वो फिर से करके दिखाऊंगी. एंड एज फार एज माई जॉब इज़ कंसर्न, बहुत कुछ करके दिखाना है. आई हैव नेवर बीन अफ्रेड ऑफ challenges, I've never been afraid of taking up different kinds of roles, and वही करके दिखाना है, अलग अलग काम करके दिखाना है. आप लोगों का प्यार एक बार कमाया है, अब उसको बस वहाँ पे रखना है और प्यार कमाना है, यही करते जाना है.
चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच सारा अली खान for this really honest and inspiring session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.